Be inspired, supported, and empowered. This is the Global Healthy Living Foundation podcast network.
Welcome to The Health Advocates, a podcast that breaks down major health news of the week to help you make sense of it all. I'm Stephen Newmark, Chief Policy Officer at the Global Healthy Living Foundation. Our goal is to help you understand what's happening in the healthcare world to help you make informed decisions to live your best life. Every year before Thanksgiving, we put out something called our Turkey Day Talking Points. It's a guide for patients who live with chronic illness or who are immunocompromised and who might find themselves navigating tricky conversations around the dinner table. This year, we're focusing on vaccines, why they matter, why protection varies from person to person, and how to talk about all of this with the people you love. This episode is for you if you've ever sat at a holiday meal thinking, how do I explain this without starting an argument? We've got you covered. Let's start with the big picture. For many in our community, vaccines are not optional. They're not a political identity. They're part of staying alive and staying healthy. If you're immunocompromised, your immune system doesn't work the same way as most people's. You might not mount a strong antibody response to vaccines. You might not be eligible for certain vaccines at all. And if you get sick from something like flu, COVID, or RSV, your recovery can be longer and more complicated. That's the reality, and it deserves to be understood by your family. So let's get into some talking points here. Turkey Day talking point number 1. My immune system doesn't work the same way as yours does. This is one of the clearest and most honest ways to start the conversation. It isn't confrontational, it isn't judgmental, it's simply the truth. If a family member ever says, but you got vaccinated, why are you still worried? You can explain that your level of protection is different from theirs. You can say, my vaccine helps me, but it doesn't give me the same level of protection as it gives you. I need multiple layers of protection, and one of those layers is the people around me. Talking point number 2. When you get vaccinated, you help protect me. This is probably the most important message for loved ones to hear. You're not asking them to get vaccinated for abstract reasons or news headlines. You're asking them because their immunity keeps you safer. Viruses spread through people. When more people around you get vaccinated, you reduce the chances of the virus reaching you, the person who could really get sick from it. It's community protection, it's family protection, it's love in action. Talking point number 3. For me, vaccines are not political, they're personal. This Thanksgiving, you might find yourself talking to someone who has strong views. And the quickest way to de-escalate is to keep the conversation grounded in your real-life experience. You can say, for me, this isn't political, it's personal. It's about my health and staying well enough to enjoy holidays and birthdays in everyday life with you. This framing helps loved ones stop debating and start listening. Talking point number 4. You might bounce back quickly, and I might not. This is where empathy matters. Most people don't know what it feels like to have a chronic illness or a weakened immune system. They don't realize that something mild for them, a few days of aches, a low fever, could send you to the hospital. You're not trying to scare them, you're helping them understand the stakes. You might say, you'd probably feel lousy for a few days. I could face complications or a much longer recovery. That's why I take this so seriously. Talking point number 5. Getting vaccinated is one of the easiest ways you can support me. People want to help, especially family members. They just need to know what actually makes a difference. Getting a flu shot, COVID vaccine, or an RSV vaccine is a simple, concrete action that helps you stay safer. You're not asking them to overhaul their lifestyle. You're asking them to do something quick, accessible, and meaningful. And framing it that way makes the ask feel supportive, not demanding. Talking point number 6. Thank you for listening. No matter how the conversation goes, gratitude goes a long way. A simple, thanks for hearing me out. It means a lot that you're willing to understand. Can help keep the holiday peaceful, supportive, and connected. I hope these talking points help you feel more confident as you head into your Thanksgiving gatherings. You deserve to enjoy the holiday without feeling like you need to defend yourself or your health decisions. And remember, your voice matters, your safety matters. If you want to learn more about vaccines, policy updates, or guidance for immunocompromised people, visit our vaccine hub at ghlf.org/vaccines. From all of us at the Global Healthy Living Foundation, have a safe, healthy, and warm Thanksgiving. And thanks for listening to The Health Advocates, a podcast that breaks down major health news of the week to help you make sense of it all. If you found this episode helpful, please leave us a rating or review and share it with someone who cares about healthcare policy. And be sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts. You can find all of GHLF's podcasts at ghlf.org/listen. I'm Stephen Newmark. We'll see you next time.
Be inspired, supported, and empowered. This is the Global Healthy Living Foundation podcast network.